Everybody, hope you guys have been really good. I missed you guys. I think the last live stream was 2 weeks ago. I apologize. Those who are new to the channel, I do fast food reviews and international snack reviews. So yeah, bad news, sort of bad news. The shift bit, I got stuck with rotating shifts again. What can you do, right? It is what it is. So I tried talking to my manager to see if I could get a straight shift afternoons, but they said they only had certain slots left open in case people, for people who didn't want to do the rotating shifts, they were all taken up. So he said, basically, I'm stuck with it again for the next 2 months. Well, it is what it is. What can you do? At least I have a job. I'm not happy about it, but at least I have a job. The only thing is my channel, I'm not complaining or anything. My channel's really been taking a hit in losing hours because I haven't been able to stream as much. You know what I mean? But I'm going to have to try streaming a little bit more. I'm going to do a live stream again tomorrow night as well, 10 p.m. Eastern, the same time. Hope some of you will drop in here soon. Soon. If not, that's cool. It's a weekday. I'm not really expecting too many people to show up, but evening. How come? Okay, Mumbo, I just got your notified that you chat. There it is. Okay. Is it Fen Dining or Fine Dining? I'm not sure to say that. Welcome, Mambo. Welcome, everybody. I missed you guys. So I'm gonna be streaming again tomorrow night as well, 10 p.m. Eastern. Because I don't know, I'm stuck on afternoons for this week and next week. I don't know. Fine, like Seinfeld. Oh, okay. That's what I figured. It said fine. That's fine. Yeah, not happy. I got stuck with rotating again. But what can you do? It's just like I've always done really a lot better when I work a straight shift. That's all. That's all I'm saying. I'm sure you guys are like that as well. But again, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, my hair's a little furry. It is still warm here in Halifax, warm-ish. I was able to still go out without a jacket or anything. What is the weather here? I will be okay, guys. I promise. Someday, maybe, not anytime soon. I'm doing well again. I'm just gonna launch into some foodie news in a bit. Tomorrow, I was thinking maybe, I don't know. I found this cool game on. I downloaded it on my Apple Watch. We could play trivia. Probably try that. I do something a little bit different, And I just wish I had time. I'm working all over the place again for the next 2 months. So, I don't know, but I know you guys love the foodie news. At least I hope you do. So I keep doing this. I got long eyelashes, and I feel like I got one stuck in my eye or something. So I keep doing like this. I am kind of bummed I'm working on Halloween though. So we'll see how busy that is. Coke Zero, no sugar. Though I have to switch to the Coke Zero that has with no caffeine in it. This has caffeine in it, and I haven't been sleeping well because I've been drinking a little too much of it. So I got to cut back on it and get one with no caffeine. anyways, and this week I'm just trying to film some more Canadian stuff. Um, I know you guys enjoyed international snacks. I did a little bit of that too. I went to was it last Sunday I went to Underground Snacks? Okay, I went to Underground Snacks just a few days ago, anyways. And the gingerbread Oreos that come out at Christmas time. I don't remember if we had them last year, but I was able to find those today. Here, if you guys haven't yet, also check out the Pokemon Oreo video. Water. I'll tell you something. Our supermarket has you'll know this brand, Mom Berkshire in Canada, President's Choice. They have this water that has strawberry flavor or there's peach. I can't remember. I think there's raspberry. And it just tastes good. It tastes so good, and there's no sugar in it or anything. It's all natural flavors, but it just tastes like strawberry. It tastes like peach. That I will drink. You know what I mean? But it's a little stuffy. I had a really bad cold last week, which I still have. I'm just getting over. That's why I didn't stream last week. Seems to be worse at night. You know what I mean? So that's why I sound like a frog. Anyways, fizz. No, it's not fizz. No, there's no fizz in the President's Choice water. I was just mentioning if that's what you're talking about. See, fluty. I'll be okay, guys. I don't know why I was just showing you that. I'll be all right. I know too. If I'm a little bit tired, I'll get a little stuffy, but yeah. So at least it's not COVID or anything. But one day last week, I had to leave work early. My head was so stuffed up from my cold, and I felt dizzy. So I don't like doing that. And then my work kind of pissed me off a little bit. I hardly ever, go off early sick. I mean, take off early if I'm sick or anything. When it's like, oh, can you do some training modules instead? And then take some more calls. And I'm like, really? I'm like, I hardly ever call in sick, or leave early. You know what I mean? Yes, free and clear. Thank you. So anyways, I did a trade modules and it's like, I'm sorry, I'm still not feeling good, right? So they said I could leave, but that kind of took me off a little bit, I'm like, I always they expect you to work unless you're dying, pretty much. I guess because it's our busy time of year, right? But the problem is our busy time of year, it used to only last a couple of months. It's the same time every year. Now it's like this year started even earlier. Last year didn't start till September, so it was just maybe until the beginning of November, and then it died off. But this year it started halfway through August, which is way early, and it's probably going to go now probably until the end of November. I'm just so sick of these extra hours they're making us work. Last night I ended up working almost 11 hours because the customer I was talking with, last call of the day, love to talk. Yeah, well, I will say this, Nova Scotia, it sucks. There's only 3 sick days, but my work is really good in that they came up with their own system, like a point system for if you need to leave early or anything like that. If you try and work most of your shift, then you only lose 0.5 of a point or something like that. And then you oh my God. Sorry, guys. Okay, and then if you sorry, screensaver came on if you couldn't tell. And then the next week you work the full week without leaving early, you gain that point back or whatever, for example. So that's the only reason I even worked in the first place. And I'm thinking, I can't even think. My head is so stuffed up and you're asking me to stay. You know what I mean? They really don't. I guess a lot of workers don't like it when you leave sick, but I was like, what can you do, right? You're feeling good, you're not feeling good. Excuse me. I'm feeling a lot better. I just feel a little stuffy here and there, but like today is really bad. I think it's just because of the change of weather, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, I agree. You know what I mean? Like, the problem is, like, if you take a whole day, then you're losing one of your sick days for the whole year, provincially. I'm not sure how it would work out with the point system, right? You'd probably lose like one whole point. Um, so how are you hacking on a call? I do that. I did that. I was so bad. I was coughing, cuss words too, because of my cold. I couldn't talk that loud. So, and people were like, I was kind of a little pissed with the customers a little bit because they kept complaining, "Oh, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I know you're sick. I can tell from the way you're talking that you're sick, but I'm having trouble hearing you. You need to speak up." And I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Like, there are people that no gosh whatsoever. The only one person who was really nice to me that day and told me to feel better. Yeah, but like all the other customers just like, "I can't hear you." They kept complaining and like asking me to try and speak louder. I'm like, "Look, this is as loud as I can go. If I go any louder, I'm gonna lose my voice." Yeah, so anyway, is what it is. I did hacking and cough. I was hacking and coughing. Hey, Dwayne, welcome. Yeah, that's what it sounded like. Yeah, excuse me. That's exactly how I was coughing, but workplaces, they don't care, I guess. I think I'll scratch that. My place doesn't care if it's during our busy time of the year, if you're sick or not. Like, they really, like, I could have no voice left and say, "Oh, can you stay and finish your shift?" I'm like, "You're kidding me. I have no voice." How can you expect me to work? Anyhow, I'm not complaining, but it was just kind of annoying, right? Usually they're like, I work most of the shift, and if I need to leave early, they're like, "Sure, no problem." But he was like, "Oh, why don't you do the training stuff first before you leave, and then like take some more calls after?" And I'm like, "Really?" I'm like, I told him, "So look, if I could stay, I wouldn't have even told you I was leaving early." But anyhow, is what it is. They're usually pretty good. So, and my manager is usually like, "No problem, leave. I hope you feel better." But he was the opposite. I was like, "What?" So I was kind of a little ticked because of that. But you know, like, I understand you want people to work because it's busy, but like, come on, like, where do you draw the line? How many lungs do I have to? How many body parts do I have to cough up? Hey, Mumbo. Basically, do I have to like turn into a zombie? Speaking of zombies, there's actually this show I've been watching on Netflix. Um, I don't know if you remember the show I Zombie. I've been watching it. It's actually pretty good. If you don't know what it's about this woman who's a surgeon. Then she gets like bit by a zombie at this party, and then after that, she starts working in the morgue and that, so she can do brains. But she also solves crimes and stuff. It's pretty interesting. Anyways, and yeah, what's another show I like that's back? CSI, Vegas. I'm glad CSI is back. That's a good show too. What's another good one? If you have Disney Plus, they have sort of a reboot of Doogie Howser, except they switched it around. It's in Hawaii, and it's a girl who's a teenage doctor instead of in Doogie Howser, where it was a guy. Anyways, it's pretty good. Only have so many violiners to work with. Trains. Sorry. Hey, it is October. I'll tell you what, I don't like horror, but will say this. I do like Zombie movies are like dark comedies, or like more like comedies. Like what's another good zombie movie? Warm Bodies is good. Zombie Land, that's more comedy. I wouldn't call it dark necessarily. And both was it Zombie Land and Zombie Land Double Tap, I think it is. Anyways, those are good movies. Brains. Oh man. I love Halloween. I love dressing up. I love giving out candy. Too bad we have no trick or treaters coming to our building. Wouldn't matter. I'm working anyway. Oh man. He doesn't like me being honest. She said, what can I do? I am not happy that I don't know. Last time I was told I got it because there's not as many people who, do this supervisor position that I'm doing on calls, or as I'm not gonna explain. And doesn't make any sense. Like if there's less of us, wouldn't that mean I'd be higher up? But anyways. Shaun of the Dead, I think I have seen it, and it's like not for years now. But I don't know. I like Zombieland better, or whatever. I'm sure that movie is good because of what's going on. Halloween's restricted everywhere, just like it was last year. But yes, Dwayne, you're correct. It's a little more lenient here this year, though, in Nova Scotia. I guess probably just depends where you are. Here last year, we still had Halloween, I think. I can't remember if they canceled it in Ontario last year. I'll write you a doctor note. How's that? I busty brains. I don't know, even with a note, yeah, they really don't like it. Well, I guess a lot of workers don't really like it if you can't come to work. You know what I mean? If it's a good reason, no, I don't think. That stuff happens, especially someone like me who's hardly ever sick. Like I might leave early, like once every like 3 or 4 months, if that, But yeah. So that's what we're doing. I think I'm gonna get into our stories here. So I'm gonna try and move it over to the side. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna unsave this one. Hold on. Unsave. Okay. I don't know why that was in there. That's okay, guys. I am talking to myself. Just don't answer myself. Yeah, all long weekend, like we have to work if we're scheduled. I think the only day off we get is New Year's Day. No, I don't get any weekends off right now. My weekend is like, here's the weird thing: my schedule. I worked till okay, I had Thursday and Friday off last week, and I just worked Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And then I have Tuesday, Wednesday off, and I work 5 days again, and I have Tuesday, Wednesday off again. But the weird thing is, too, when I came back from my day off on Saturday, they had me work the day shift just one day. That's it, like 9 to 5:30. That's it. And then Sunday and Monday, they made me work 11 to 8:30. Like, it's the weird thing about the schedule, too. And there's one point where you only get one day. You work 4 days, you get one day off, and you work 5 days, and you get one day off. And like I don't know. It's just hard to explain. So I just want to check something. 40. Okay, this is 4 days. Okay. So it's probably the US. McDonald's is testing its BLT burger with the smoky twist. I wish I could probably share my screen with you guys. Can I do that? Give me a second. No, I don't want that. Have screen. Sorry. Don't worry, guys. I'm just talking to myself. Oh, my goodness. Oh, there we go. It's allow. There, I figured it out. Okay. So, give me 1 second, guys. Okay. 1 more second. There we go. Okay. So see this McDonald's. I'm sure you can see the title. McDonald's sure knows how to keep its fans entertained, according to Eat This Not That. The brand came out with ambitious plans for 2021, and mentioned several new products in its lineup. One is a crispy chicken sandwich, and a vegan item called the McPlant. Interesting fact: those of you who are in Canada, the McPlant is actually tested in Canada. I'm not sure they also tested it in the U.S. Pretty sure it was just Canada, which kind of makes me a little pissed that they're releasing it in the U.S. first, even though they tested it here first. But anyway, I did read it somewhere that they're testing it out in Canada, different test markets. But anyways, the company is present in a statement in the future. McPlant could extend across the line to plant-based products, including burgers, chicken substitute, and breakfast sandwiches. Well, McDonald's is back with another product that's currently making its way. It's called the Smoky BLT Quarter Pounder. Ooh, that sounds really good. I hope we get it in Canada. I think this is what they're talking about. I'm assuming McDonald's in the U.S. But anyways, that sounds really good. Crisp bacon, juicy tomato, fresh lettuce. Yeah, did we mention bacon? You know what, though? They're just calling it the Smoky BLT Quarter Pounder, and it's just going to be the bacon, the smoky. That just sounds like the BLT Quarter Pounder, which we already have. Wait a minute. We already have it. That'll be okay, guys. But it's not called Smoky, though. Oh, okay. Anyways. So I'm going to go back. Okay, here is another Canadian one. The reason McDonald's Canada was sued for its Happy Meals. Does anybody have any idea what this might be about? It's not going to be what you think, I guarantee you. I'll give you guys a minute there to think about it. I'm going to go down here. I do know, actually, when I was a kid, there was a time where McDonald's Canada actually took away the Happy Meals. I think it's like for a couple of 2-3 years or something like that. If anybody remembers that, just let me know. Hold on, I'm trying to find it here. Okay, anyways. Another odd case. No, that's what I want to say. There's a Happy Meal. Well, kids cannot file a suit on their own behalf. Parents certainly can, and one recently did. And it's not just about the Happy Meal itself, but the way it was advertised. The father of a child in Quebec, according to the BBC, alleged that McDonald's advertising cannot legally be aimed at children under 13 years of age, filing a class action lawsuit to back his claims. Mr. Antonio Bramante has 3 children, and he seemingly claimed they bully him into getting McDonald's every few weeks, at the least, causing hundreds of dollars in spending for the greasy goodness and the toys they come with, which often feature characters from upcoming movies that kids are likely to want to see. So instead of picking a fight with his 3 young kids, he decided to take on an entire franchise and put money behind that venture, using a law in Quebec which prohibits marketing to children under the age of 13. Seems it may have been easier to buy the Happy Meal, but to each their own. I agree with that. Like, come on. Like, they're kids. Of course they're going to want a Happy Meal. It comes with a toy. You know what I mean? Like, what? Any kid's going to be attracted to that. I wouldn't. I think he went too far suing them, to be honest. I don't know what you guys think. Just let me know in the chat here. I think that's a little over the top, though. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's just too much for me. Give me a second. Okay, so here's another interesting thing here. Well, I think it's interesting. Hopefully you guys will think it's interesting as well. Okay, food staff quit, citing rat infestation and low pay in note to customers. I don't know if you guys already know, some of you may know. I worked in fast food, before my current job, which I love, right? Even though I'm not happy with the shifts I get and that. Customers may sometimes be annoying. I do love the job, but before that, I worked in fast food for 2 decades. I think fast food people are some of the most underrated, underappreciated, employees or underrated. You know what I mean? Besides people who I'm sure people take for granted first responders as well. Of any occupation, but fast food employees, at least, I'm not saying all customers, but quite often, customers treat fast food employees like they're their slaves or their servants, or, they feel like, just assume that you have no intelligence level just because you're working behind a counter, at a Burger King or an A&W or what have you. And they say, do you understand? So they talk to you like you're down to you like your 4-year-old, or they yell and scream at you or throw food at you. I've been through it all. The one positive thing I thought came out of the pandemic is that people who, worked in that industry were also considered essential, right? In a way, like if you weren't able to get into the grocery store before it closed and you need to feed your family, these places were open. At least only the drive-through, maybe only the drive-through, but and they're just trying to do their jobs. And these people who, don't like when the kids are these kids who work these places are trying to enforce the guidelines, and they get sworn at, yelled at, and screamed at. Remember, it's not them who came up with these, restrictions or provisions, health provisions in your area. It's the government are trying to comply with the World Health Organization and their recommendations. You know what I mean? And also recommendations of local health officials. Like I saw a story on TikTok the other day where this lady was yelling and screaming at this kid who worked in a movie theater because she wasn't allowed in for not wearing a mask or whatever. And they're like she was treating the kid like he made the rules or something, Jobs because bad management. Yeah. I agree with that. Well, I only worked at McDonald's for a year when I was in high school. And most of the managers I got along with okay, but there's this one manager who didn't like me. And I remember just one day I was supposed to work 8 hours, and they're supposed to tell you, when you have the manager scheduled a break, so they're supposed to come up to you and let you know when your break is. You know what I mean? For lunch, and then your 15-minute break, what have you. Sorry, it's on my eye there. But that one day I was supposed to work 8 hours. No one told me when it was like I got my first break, but then when it came to my lunch break, no one came to me saying it was time for my lunch break. And so I went to manager and asked why I wasn't how come no one told me when my lunch is, I'm like, and he was like, oh, it's too late for you to take it now. You're allowed to take a break the rest of the day. And I was like, are you kidding me? and another Burger King thing, I hurt myself, and I think I was only off like a day or two, but I don't know, I was off a few days, but they wanted me back like the next day. And I was like, hey, I fell and hurt myself on the floor. I left work in an ambulance. You think I'm going to be able to come back into work the next day? That's hilarious. So I agree with you, Elizabeth Ann, and welcome to the stream. Anyways, this one here, the night staff of a Southern Indiana fast food restaurant walked off the job in protest on Saturday with the eatery's patrons left to discover a note saying that the restaurant was unsanitary and the workers were underpaid. In the note on the drive-thru speaker, it's of a Rally's restaurant. Manager wrote that he had had enough and that all the employees had left the building. A reporter from WHAS in Louisville, Kentucky, just across the border from Jeffersonville, traveled to the restaurant and posted a picture of the sign on Twitter, while the reporter, Tom Lally, said that the note's claims were uncorroborated. However, the building was empty and the lights were still on inside. How it's the note's claims were uncorroborated? I guess you mean I'd be able to talk to him to confirm that was true, but I'm sure people wouldn't make that stuff up. At least I don't know anybody that would. So yeah, that's a picture of the note there. Wish I could zoom in here. Okay, I don't know. Okay, I'll figure it out later. But anyways, this says due to the constant, I can't read it. Something and rat infestation, low shelf and health code violations. Okay, basically it says like so many health code violations and that. And I will say the one AW I worked at, like I was always getting after staff to clean and stuff like that, but they're teenagers, they're not gonna listen. And we got, you know what I mean? It could be the staff too not doing the clean they're supposed to do. But and that is ultimately though should be the manager or the owner to take control and make sure everything is cleaned properly and up to health standards, especially right now. You know what I mean? But okay, here's what it says. Due to constant rat infestation, low staff, and health code violations, an entire night crew quit. The note said this place doesn't pay and do not care about its employees and managers. Now, no wonder there's a labor crisis right now in the fast food industry, right? I think part of it is because of the pandemic, people are afraid of working with the public. They don't want to get sick. Another thing is a lot of fast food places don't offer the best pay and the best benefits. You know what I mean? They don't offer the best incentives. It could be any number of reasons, right? But I read this one story a few days ago where I can't remember which fast food chain it was. The labor shortage was so low, they're sending people from head office to cook and serve customers in their restaurants. I think that's hilarious. Can't remember how many times we would get a visit from someone from head office when I worked at A&W or Burger King, and I was like, you know what? They think it's so easy to do what we do. They should have to do it for a day. You know what I mean? A day or two and see what it's really like, to have to cook and serve the customers and see how we get treated by the customers, which is not always very well. And I would love that, to switch places with us for a day just to see how you're really treated. But anyways, yeah, I don't blame the workers that one, but then again, we don't know the circumstances either, right? So, here's another one here. Oh man, okay. So this is A&W in the U.S. Because A&W Canada. Oh, those are I think those are little sliders. I know in A&W Canada, the sliders did really well. I can't remember what they were called right now. Anyways, A&W's massive new burger is poking fun at this 80s marketing fail. Back in the 1980s, A&W tried to unseat McDonald's from its throne. A&W tried to come to one up their massive competitor by releasing a burger that was even bigger and better than the famous McDonald's Quarter Pounder. A&W released a 1/3 pound burger. Any of you guys in the U.S. remember this at all? Any of you guys that were around in the early 80s? Do you remember this burger they're talking about? Anyway, as you can guess, consisted of 1/3 of a pound of juicy hamburger meat for the exact same price as McDonald's Quarter Pounder, according to a YouTube video posted by, I'm assuming, A&W. It just says posted by the chain. One might expect that promotion would have had burger lovers flocking to A&W to get more meat for their buck, but that's where the story took a hilarious turn. Unfortunately for A&W executives, they forgot one important thing. Excuse me, about their target demographic. Americans aren't great at math. Well, neither are Canadians. I'm horrible at math. I'm just not good at it. You know, my brain just can't comprehend it. But anyways, because 3 is smaller than 4, many people mistakenly thought a 1/3 pound burger was smaller than a 1/4 pound burger, even though that's not how fractions work. As a result, though, many people stuck with their go-to McDonald's Quarter Pounder, believing it to be the better deal, and A&W's marketing tactic flopped. So I guess, anyhow, to bring us back to the present, A&W's trying it again. This time, though, they are releasing the bigger, better 3 and 9 quarters. I'm not sure how to say that. 3-pound burger. I'll be okay, guys. And what the burger chain is calling an incredible feat of ingenuity, inspiring comeback story. Yeah, okay. You're never going to unseat McDonald's. But anyways, A&W is bravely unveiling a new challenger to all Quarter Pounder burgers on the market, according to a press release sent to Mashed. Having learned the hard way that the key to successfully marketing to Americans is to use big numbers, the chain introduced the 3 9-pound burger, which is made from 100% U.S. beef and surely through the 3% bigger. Hey, bigger is better, right, guys? Anyways, they're releasing that whenever. I don't know. I don't care because they're probably not releasing it here. Okay, so I care and I don't care. Anyway. This one, internet slams woman for getting fast food delivered to a hibachi restaurant. Well, why would you get fast food delivered to a hibachi restaurant? However, like, people can be way too mean, no? You know what I mean? That's unfortunate. The internet. They think, behind a keyboard, I can, say whatever the frig I want. Okay, so self-proclaimed picky eater received blowback online when she claimed in a Reddit post that she had fast food delivered to a hibachi restaurant. Dietary habits aside, commenters unanimously agreed that the 19-year-old was wrong to bring outside food into the restaurant. In the popular Reddit forum, Am I the A-hole? A Redditor wanted to know, AITA, am I the A-hole for having different food delivered? I don't have any dietary restrictions that I know of, but I usually hate most things I eat, said at the beginning of the post. My family went out to a hibachi restaurant and forced me to come with them. So they had your hands tied? Oh boy, hopefully I didn't use connection. Can you guys see me okay? Hello? 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 How come there's only 2 people here? I might have to stop the screen sharing, guys. Arrgh. Okay, can you guys see me at all? The video looks frozen. Okay, it's weird. My end is frozen. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to read the rest of this here. Oh, hey, Scott. Welcome. Good to see you. Okay. So those just joining in, I'm reading about this lady who got food delivered to Hibachi restaurant. The Redditor claimed that her mother typically buys fast food for her on the way out to a family dinner. In this particular instance, however, hey, Lisa. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Those just joining, I am doing a live stream tomorrow night as well, 10 p.m. Eastern. Because I use Restream, I'm probably going to be scheduling it probably sometime tomorrow. So, guys, please keep your eye on your notifications. And those of you who are new to the channel, or if you're just subscribing now, make sure you have the bell set to all notifications so you don't miss anything. Especially right now, I'm not sure when I can live stream in that. I didn't live stream last week, guys, because I wasn't well. But anyhow, so 10 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Okay. However, they were running late, so her mother didn't stop. Instead, her mother recommended that she order the chicken, but the Redditor refused. I complained that I'd hate it, and my mom said I should try it because I might like it. And because she's been letting me live off chicken nuggets and instant ramen for too long, but I really don't like most other foods, the Redditor explained. So I had some Burger King delivered to the hibachi place and ate it while the rest of my family enjoyed their hibachi. Nearly all parents struggle with picky eaters. That being said, there are a few expert-approved methods parents can use when trying to expand their children's palates. Okay. First and foremost, health experts remind parents to be patient with their children introducing new foods. Okay. Research shown that it takes 11 tries, blah, 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 blah. Let's read that. Excuse me 1 second. As a result of her bold move, writer said she received funny looks from the restaurant's other patrons and shared that her mother scolded her later that night for embarrassing the rest of the family. I don't think that's right to bring other food from another business into a restaurant. You know what I mean? Maybe if they had, I don't know. Why she couldn't wait till the family went back home, or why they had to force her to go out when they know how picky she is. I don't know how I feel about this one, guys. What do you think? Should she have had food ordered from another place to that restaurant? You think the mother was right and she should have at least tried, a dish from there to see if she would like it? I don't know what you guys think. That's a tough one. Okay. Yeah. So this is gonna be a last one. McDonald's Australia. They quietly removed their all-day breakfast menu. I've heard from some of you in the States that some McDonald's locations still have all-day breakfast. Some do not. Here in Canada, nationally, we still have an all-day breakfast menu. So is Tim Hortons. So almost all the chains pretty much that have breakfast. So I don't think it's going away here anytime soon. It's quite popular here. I'm not sure about other countries, but anyhow, apparently all-day breakfast is really popular in Australia, and they still removed it. I don't understand that. If it's really popular, why would you remove it? That option. You know what I mean? I don't know. So I'll go on to read this though. Okay, let me see if I can. I'm gonna try sharing the screen again because it would really be easier if you could see what I was looking at here. Okay. See how it looks. Okay. Oh, that looks good. Anybody hungry? McDonald's has Australia sparked outrage social media after quietly removing its popular all-day breakfast menu option. See that? Popular. Why would you remove it if it's popular? I don't know. Anyway, in a statement to Daily Mail Australia, McDonald's spokeswoman said Our breakfast menu will be available until midday in restaurants and 10:30 a.m. via McDelivery to better meet the needs of customers during other peak times. I still don't understand why you would remove that option. If it's popular and it's making you money, why would you change that? Anyways, by adjusting our all-day breakfast schedule, we hope all-day breakfast schedule. Yeah, but it's no longer all day if it's only offered till 10:30 a.m. if you have the app, and it's no longer all day if you know what I mean. You only offer it till midday in the restaurants. But anyways, by just our all-day breakfast schedule, we hope to reduce the amount of time customers may need to wait for other items during the afternoon and evening rush. While we understand a number of customers will be disappointed, our breakfast menu will continue to be available in restaurant until midday every day and via delivery until 10:30 a.m. However, McDonald's spokeswoman confirmed fan favorite hash browns will still be available to order all day. Oh, wow. You could get hash browns. Exactly, Mom. Well, this way even all morning if you use the app. It's like maybe a couple of hours past the morning if you go to the restaurant and don't use the app. Like, so till 12 noon? Ooh, whoopee. Like, why would you get rid of it? It says the popular option. So if this option is really popular, why would you change it? Hey, Christian, welcome. You know, I don't understand at all. And I didn't mean not to mention this. I wasn't thinking about it being on stream. I'll mention it. Actually, I'll mention it after the story here. Okay. So it sounds really popular. I just don't understand that. Just like Taco Bell in the U.S. Mexican pizza was really popular, but they got rid of it. Like, I don't understand. You want to get rid of your least popular items, not your most popular. You know what I mean? That just doesn't make any sense to me at all, whatsoever. The chain quietly ended its all-day breakfast menu on Wednesday, October 20th. They did quietly because they knew people would be upset about it. You know, that's all the stories I have currently. So I'm going to stop sharing the screen. I don't know. So yeah, what I want to mention quickly, I'm just going to base on this. I'm still in shock, even though she wasn't well, as I'm sure many of us knew. But none of you have heard yet, Jackie Carranco passed away just a few days ago. If you didn't know, she had like lots of she was really, really ill, had lung issues, among other things, breathing issues, I mean. I'm just praying for her husband and her kids and her family. They'll get through this. I'm gonna miss her a lot. I know all of us will. I just want to mention briefly. You guys may notice that that I left her name in the Patreon list in the description of each video. I just want to do something to honor her memory, so that's why I'm leaving her name there. But anyways, if you haven't heard, you know, she passed away. She's very nicely, very funny. I loved her sense of humor, and she supported a lot of YouTubers. Not just myself, but totally Drew. I can't remember who else. Jackie Carranco. But anyways, I'm sure we'll miss her, and I'm sure her family does as well. But no, I'm sure a lot of people have lost people for one reason or another during this pandemic, and it's not easy losing anybody. But hopefully, you know, she's not in pain any longer. So, and her family get through this. Yeah, I miss her too. I miss her. I loved her sense of humor. She's so funny. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to get into it, but Jackie and I had a lot in common. So we had similar backgrounds. So, you know what I mean? And again, though, her sense of humor is what I love most about her. her positive outlook, even though she was really ill. She was always trying to stay positive. Oh, your mom passed away. Oh, I'm sorry, Christian. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Um, I'm praying for your family as well. I just don't want to. I want to focus on the positive things. That's what I like to do when I lose somebody I care about. You know what I mean? Instead of being sad. You know what I mean? And I am sad that she's passed. But you know what? Remember all the. I prefer to celebrate somebody's life than to mourn that they've passed away. Or to mourn their loss. You know what I mean? Like, I think people's lives should be celebrated. I love that, at least in New Orleans, when someone passes away, they have a parade playing all this happy music, like jazz, but it's happy music, and they dance through the streets, and I think that's really more positive way to celebrate somebody. Sorry, I keep looking at the door. I hear someone knocking on someone else's door. It's a little distracting. Sorry about that, Mambo. Yeah, that you lost your mom. I think about my mom all the time. She just turned 80. Hopefully, Keith and I can go back to Ontario next summer and visit. I have scheduled my vacation already. So hopefully we're gonna try and fly because there's a new discount airline. I can't remember what it's called right now, but it's that way we have more time to see people instead of driving up. You know what I mean? So we can drive up, you only get like a few days, if that. So, anyways, oh shit, Alzheimer's, need oxygen. Okay. Yeah, my mom, I'm actually talking about right now, she worked in a senior's home for 40 years working in the Alzheimer's unit. Hey, Mel, how you doing? 4 years, and she loved it. God bless her. I think there's somebody very special to work with Alzheimer's patients. Yeah. I hate being far from them right now. But I haven't seen my mom, I think, since she dropped our dog Holly off. That passed away. She can only stay a couple of days. I said Mel because of your name. Leave me alone. Because of your YouTube name. Anyways, what was I saying now? And we haven't been able to be back since then, or I haven't because of the pandemic. He's been able to see his mom a couple of times, but I wasn't able to go because of work. So recently, if you mean Kelly, yes. Yeah, the trips together are really good friends of mine. I want to be able to meet them in person too if we go to Ontario. Um, so we could maybe do all hang out and that, and also maybe do a collab in person. That would be awesome. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm itching to do a collab, but I'm not sure who I want to collab with. I might reach out to a couple of YouTubers and just see who rates me back. You know what I mean? I'm not sure. I got a couple ideas in my head, but I don't want to mention it yet. One for sure would be the endorsement. I'd love to do a collab with him. That would be a lot of fun. Um, but anyways, we'll see if I remember to do that. Anyhow, yeah. And then was it? People were like, "You come visit? How can you come visit?" I'm like, "Hello." People weren't advised to travel. There were restrictions, so that's why I've been able to be back. You know, and yeah, his work doesn't like. They don't like it when people take vacation. I don't know. which like this makes sense to me because we looked on online and it says that he's entitled to 2 weeks off vacation a year in this province, but I guess they don't have enough staff because no one wants to work at night, but that's not his problem. Like, he's legally entitled. I think they try and tell them that because they give the vacation pay, they add the vacation pay to each paycheck they get, that they're not allowed to take a week off, 2 off. That's ridiculous. Like, you're still legally entitled to vacation, even if they pay you your vacation pay, like, with each paycheck that you get. You know, that shouldn't make a difference. Anyways, oh my God, that is really distracting. I wish that person would stop knocking. It is so hard. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's been really hard on me, right? And then like my family's like, how come you don't? If you chat a lot or text a lot, I'm like, I'm busy with work, and when I'm done work, you know, I mean, because I guess because I've been talking all day, I really don't feel like talking some more. You know, my family love to talk on the phone or whatever, and I found since doing this job, I prefer to just text somebody. I think just because I spend all my day talking, I want to give my voice a break. Something personal, you know what I mean? You know, and anyways, I don't think about them or anything like that. Just, you know how it goes. Hey, Marty, welcome. I'm probably only going to be going for a little bit longer, but I am happy to see you here. Those just joining in, I am doing another live stream tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern. So don't forget that. I'm not going to schedule it until sometime tomorrow, so that's why you won't see it up yet. But anyhow, yes. I got lots of ideas in my head. And you know what, you guys too, you have any ideas at all that I'm able to do, and I will try my best to do it. I do have an email address in the About section if you guys make a suggestion, or if there's somebody you guys would like to see me collab with, anything at all, you know. I appreciate you guys so much. I love all you guys for your awesome support. So I really would appreciate that. Hey, Sammy, welcome. Don't worry, Sammy. I'm probably not going to be on much longer. But while you're here, Sammy, I am streaming tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern as well. And I hope Mrs. Workins is doing much better. Yes, a challenge for ideas. You got it, Mumbo. And I just want to also challenge you guys to go through my videos, find your favorite video, and share it on social media. Share it anywhere. I don't care. Wherever you like, right? Like, share it to a friend, whoever. Just one video. That's all I ask. And come up with one idea. You know what I mean? You guys, I wouldn't be here without you guys. So definitely, I want you guys to feel part of the community and feel part of the channel. And a good way to do that is for us to all, you know, brainstorm, come up with some awesome ideas that could really be all good for the channel. As an Aussie, it blows my mind. Canada, US only get 2 weeks vacation. Well, my company is a little bit different. I think once you've been with them for 5 years, I think it's 5, you get 3 weeks a year. Arby's poutine, what should hear? The Trips just did a video on an Arby's poutine dip sandwich. I don't know. That it would be, you guys gotta watch it. I'm not gonna say anymore. Yeah, I bet you do, Mambo. You're retired, aren't you? Are you? Can't remember. Yeah, no worries, Sammy. If you can't make it tomorrow, that's fine. But I should be on for an hour or so tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go, guys. My voice is starting to get really scratchy. I need to give it a rest here. But yeah, do more after service. Yeah. It depends which company you're with, right? I'm just looking at a good company, like they reward you for longer you've been with them, you get more vacation time. So anyways, I'm losing my voice here. So Once again, I love you guys. Love you guys so much. Thank you so much again for your amazing support. If you guys are new to the channel and you want to subscribe, when you're hitting that bell, make sure you have it set to all notifications so you don't miss anything, especially right now. I don't know when I'm live streaming. My upload schedule, I'm not going to change it right now, being on the rotating shifts again for the next couple of months. But if you want to know when I'm live streaming, you want to keep that on. But anyways, yeah, again, I challenge you guys, come think of some ideas. Email me, or let me know who you'd like to see me collab with, whatever. And I challenge you also share one video that you guys really enjoyed online. Thank you so much again, you guys. And yes, I'll be able to talk tomorrow if I get off right now. Love you guys so much. Thank you again. And again, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that bell. Bye, everybody.